Okay, good afternoon, all of you. Let's begin. So, wait for just 1 minute.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay, so let's begin for professional communication. I think that in previous class, I have talked about syllabus and last unit and some list of assignments and reference books. That way, people will discuss and then we people will start. So let's begin. I hope that all you people are at home and safe. You're taking care of yourself and your family members. So I will share the screen. You people just let me know if it is visible. Okay, fine. Is it visible? Last unit number 5 that we people are going to discuss, and this is induction to soft skills. I think it is not audible, or you people are not able to see the screen. Nobody's replying me.
Audible, sir.
And visible? Is the screen visible?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So let's begin that earlier we people have talked about unit number 1 was presentation skills. Unit number 2 was group discussion. Unit number 3, it was personal interview. Unit number 4 was writing practices. And let's talk about unit number 5. It is induction to soft skills. So soft skills are very important. They're useful to you in your personal life as well as in your professional life also, because these are the things which are required for each and everything. Maybe in your personal life you want to become successful in your relationships, maybe in your own domestic course or everywhere, and at workplace you want to just achieve higher post. Suppose you joined as a junior engineer, you are going to become senior engineer, supervisor, manager, or maybe MD, CEO, such kind of posts. So these soft skills are going to take you to next level in your life. So we will have better idea what these all soft skills are here. So in that 5.1, it was personal analysis of strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and challenges. So this is the full form of this SWOC. We in detail we people are going to talk later on. Then next is 5.2. It is goal setting. So what do you mean by goal setting? That you people have to understand without goal you people cannot do anything in your life. So I hope that all you people will set your goals, or we people will discuss how to set a goal, and maybe that how you are going to reach to that goal. All such things we people will be discussing here. Uh, I think that in short, you people write it down on your paper that what your goals you have set, because afterwards I'm going to ask you people which goals you people have set in front of your eyes. And in goal setting, you can just classify those goals into two ways. Like your goals can be short-term goals, or your goals can be long-term goals also. So just try to define short-term goals. So maybe I wanted to complete this semester, I wanted to do this, do that, something like this, which you are looking for short period of time, usually 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, or maximum a year. So all these will be your short-term goals. And in long-term goals, you wanted to complete such things in a longer period of time, usually 3 years, 2 years, 4 years, 5 years, maybe throughout your entire life also. So depending upon that, you just try to classify your goals into short-term goals and long-term goals. Make a list of it, 3 2 3 2, or write it down in your paper, and always think, or I will suggest all you people make list of your goals and paste it in your room where you usually sit, or maybe write it down in your each and every notebook, so that whenever you are going to open the notebook or study material, these goals will realize that your journey has not finished yet. You people have to reach to up to your goal, you people have to achieve, you people have to become successful, because these goals will be in front of you. And on the other hand, if you remember, or if you think that goals are not in front of you, or you do not realize even what your goals are, you have taken just admission for engineering and that's all. You're just passing days after days, hours after hours, you're attending lecture after lecture, but you do not realize exactly what your goal is and where you wanted to go right now. So therefore, I think that you might have heard about a blog or a log of wood. A log of food, if it is in the river or if it is in the ocean or sea, you'll come to know that log has no any direction in his life or in its water body. It goes anywhere where water takes to it or whether wind takes to it. So same things maybe happen with us. If we people are without goals, we may be wandering here and there aimlessly. And if you have goal, you will get a path, you will get a direction there, and you will find out how to reach there. So you can take an example. Suppose that you are at Pandharpur, and from Pandharpur you want to go to Solapur. So Solapur is your destination, or let's say Solapur, reaching to Solapur is your goal. So now you have finalized you wanted to go to Solapur. So you cannot go in opposite direction where towards the Satara, towards the Aklus, or towards the Sangola, or towards the Kolhapur, because that will be opposite directions and it will be a wrong way. So same applies in our life also. If we have fixed our goal, we can start our journey. It may be a step at a time and step by step, because the journey of 1,000 miles, it begins with one step. So similarly, your journey towards your goal can be started, but first of all, you people have to fix your goals. Until and unless you're not going to fix your goals, you cannot do, you cannot achieve, you cannot be motivated, in fact, in your life. So therefore, first important thing you people will do, we people will discuss it later on in detail about goal setting and process and everything about these things. But right now also, I suggest right now, in fact, after this class, or if you get time today in the evening, you people just take this agenda in front of you, that I wanted to set my goals, and write it down, and always remember, don't forget. Don't even forget it for a second also. Always you should think of your goals, because that will give you direction, motivation, passion, everything is related to your goal, and you people will keep working on it, and whatever the work you people are doing, you will take it happily. You will not feel it burden. Same we'll talk about now next, that is 5.3. There also you people will come to know that motivation. So this motivation is also very much important part of our soft skills. So if you are motivated, I think that your work is going to become easy. If you're motivated, you'll feel that you can do anything, or your confidence level will go high if you are motivated. And that motivation always pushes you that you do something in your life, or it will lead to achieve your goals in your life. Okay, and motivation can be obtained from anyone. It can be your teachers, it can be your parents, it can be your friends, it can be books, it can be a player, sport player, it can be a model, it can be an icon. Anyone can motivate you. So you people just be always motivated. And in here, in motivation, I would like to suggest you people, instead of just getting motivated, just be self-motivated. So self-motivated means what? You are inspired by your own, by your achievements, whatever you have worked, whatever you people have studied so far, and based on you, you are motivated all the time. Because motivation can be internal, motivation can be external. And what happens? See, if it is external motivation, it inspires you for short period of time. So what happens right now, you people are attending my class and you're very aware about this now, and you felt so much motivated right now. But see, as soon as my class gets over, my lecture gets over, all you people get scattered and you get mixed with your atmosphere in the environment where you are not aware about your goals and you people are not thinking about working about it and all those things. So you have forgotten everything. So what was this? This was external motivation, and it can motivate you for short period of time and afterwards you may forget it. But the motivation, if it is internal motivation, that motivation is not going to close for shorter period of time. In fact, it will be always there. It will sparkle again and again. It will always tell you that your goal is not yet achieved and you can't stop. You have to revise, rework, study hard, or whatever work you people are doing, do it again and again. So that motivation should be there. Motivation should be internal motivation, or rather I will say you be self-motivated. Then next we will talk about now 5.4. In 5.4, we people will talk about leadership and team working. All you people imagine, you people have completed your graduation, post graduation also, and you started working with organization or in a company. So what do you mean by working with the company? It is not like that you people are going at job in 9 a.m. in the morning and you're coming back at 5 p.m. in the evening. Okay, so that is not your job. There you people are having a lot of your co-workers, your colleagues, your juniors, your seniors, your boss, and so many people are there. And you people have to interact with them. So you cannot work isolated. This is my work and I will alone. In fact, alone you cannot do much. If you want to do great things, you need to work in team, and where team comes, there leadership comes. In fact, these leadership skills are within us, but you should always seek such opportunities to showcase your leadership skills. Always try to see how people are behaving and what proper direction should be there, and can you give them direction. If you are willing to give direction, you have leadership qualities. And it is not necessary that you have to be a captain of some cricket team only to show your leadership qualities. No, not necessarily. Within your friend groups also you can be a leader. You can just take them together, just motivate them, just guide them, just make them the work complete. That can be your leadership skills. So try to develop your leadership skills also, and that will help you to grow professionally. Because as I told you, you people are going to get selected, you people are going to start working, but you're not going to retire at one post itself. You're going to get promotion. Hello? Is my voice audible? Is there any problem?
No, sir.
Okay, all right. I think that I'm audible, screen is visible, but still, I think that someone was trying to talk. I think it is Swapnali. Swapnali, is there any problem?
No, sir.
Okay, so pay attention. All of you people pay attention. And if there is difficulty, try to tell me. Maybe you people are facing problems of network might be there. And apart from that, as I told you in earlier class, I need your complete attention. If your attention is divided, you may be having difficulty to understand me. Or as I am speaking in English, that is also problematic for you. Your complete attention. You just choose such a place which is quiet, calm, nobody is going to disturb you, where you people are going to get good network. Such place all you people have to choose. So suppose that if you're sitting in a maybe noisy place, maybe your family members are talking with you, or maybe in front of TV, or whatever it may be, or other external noises are there, I think that you people are going to waste your lot of time, valuable things, and so many things. So always choose such a place which will be calm, quiet, nobody is going to disturb you, and you people can concentrate on the class, on the lecture. Your listening skills will be improved. Again, remember, if you are choosing such places, your concentration level, your understanding level, your listening, everything will be improved. So all you people take care. And if there is problem, difficulty, you people try to tell me at that time only, realize me. And already I have told you, if you are not able to communicate me in the class, after class also you can communicate me. Okay, so come to the point. So I was talking about these skills, that leadership. So if you get selected into companies, you people are going to get promotions, and you are going to maybe work into people. So there also, if you show your leadership skills, immediately you're going to get promotion to higher posts, and one day you can be a manager, CEO, MD, and higher positions where you can be into decision taking, uh, making policies, decision making process. Then we people will go to next 5.5. This is ethical values. This is also very important, that ethical values, what is right and what is wrong, that you should think and accordingly do. If you think that whatever you are doing, it is wrong, but still you are doing, see, that is not a good way, or you cannot be a good person. At that moment you may be feeling tempted, or you may be just feeling that I can be benefited because of such act, maybe your personal benefit, maybe of your favor, but at the end it will be harmful for your personality. So you should always think of ethical values, judge, think what is right, what is wrong, and if you think it is right, it will be right, and if you think it is wrong, you shouldn't indulge yourself in such things. So ethical values are very important to lead your uh, life satisfactorily. Then ethical values are must. If you're earning a lot of money, but if it is by using foul means, unfair means, you may be a rich person, but you cannot be ethical there, you cannot be moral there. So the people will talk about that also. Then stress management. So I think that stress is the part of our life. Nobody can escape from this. Nobody, I will say. Everybody, we people face problems in our life, in our personal life, professional life, in your student life also, you people might be facing a lot of problems. And if those problems are becoming powerful, maybe you people are into stress, and you need to understand how you are going to handle your stress. If you are not able to handle your stress, it may result into frustration, or it may result into disappointment, and you may be losing your power and your ability to work effectively, and it will affect entire your personality also. So you will talk about how to manage your stress, and if you are into stress, what can be done, the things that are for entertainment, for hobbies, or how you people spend your free time that can be utilized for your managing stress. Then next is emotional intelligence. Okay, so what is emotional intelligence? All you people have studied about different kinds of emotions are there. As you people may be happy, angry, or maybe sometimes you are surprised, shocked, and so many thinking processes are going on, which emerges different feelings. So see, if you are not able to have control over your feelings, it will lead to imbalance in your professional life. So you people have to be emotionally strong, emotionally intelligent to handle each and every situation. Maybe if you're too happy, in that case you have to enjoy your happiness, but it should not be overreacted. It may be at some stage of your life, you may be into sorrow, you may be into grief, but you need to control your sorrow. So this is emotional intelligence. It is nothing different. So you try to be mature, you try to be balanced it with your emotions, and don't try to be disturbed if any emotions, with anger, with joy, happiness, sorrow, etc. So need to be emotionally strong in your personal and professional life. Then next is positive thinking and attitude. That is also important. You should always think of uh, other side. So whenever we people are thinking of any situation, whenever we people are thinking of any person, or it may be anything, any situation, any person, any place, or whatever it may be. If somebody is telling you, see, this guy is not good, he is not honest, and you should not believe him. And if somebody is telling and you are easily believing, that should not happen. Maybe somebody is telling to you like this, but you should think that there might be another side. As every coin has two sides, you just start thinking in positive way. If you're thinking positive way, I'm sure that you are going to get some solution, you are going to find some another ways to overcome your problems. So positive thinking always helps. So you should always carry positive thinking. And then people will talk about decision making. So this is very important, that in each situation when you are passing through, you people need to make decisions. After all, our life is making choices. where you people have to make decisions. Everywhere you people have to make decisions. So let's think about the situation that you people have completed your 10th SSC. So that time you need to take decision whether you want to go for arts, commerce, science or diploma. So you took decision and you chosen 12th science. So when you completed your 12th science, then you people need to take decision whether you wanted to go for engineering, pharmacy, medical or agri or something like this. So there you took decision that you choose engineering. So when you came to engineering, you people have to take decision whether you want to take computer science, whether you want to take mechanical, civil, electrical, electronics, something. There you took decision and you choose your branch which you are learning right now. So it is overall about taking decisions. So in your life also, always you people try to think how you people can take decision, and once you have taken decision, you try to prove it right. It may be that situation may be opposite you, but once you took, you have to prove it that is right. But before taking decision, you have to think from all sides that what are pros and what are cons of this particular decision before taking it. And last one, we people will talk about creativity. So what is creativity? I think that in previous semester you people studied about creativity and design thinking. So can anybody tell me what is creativity? You people will reply me in your own words. Whatever you think of creativity, you can tell me. I'm not expecting the only definition here. Your understanding of creativity, you just try to tell me.
Use imagination to create own something.
Yes, you're right, Pragati, that use your imagination. So all you people are unique. We are having different ability of thinking, intelligence, and as you said, imagination. So if all people are doing the same way, then there is no creativity. But see, all people are doing a work in a particular way, but you are doing it in different way. So here you are creative. So try to apply such creativity everywhere. It can be in your studies, it can be in your personal life, it can be in your professional life, it can be everywhere. You just be creative. Try to be different than others in a way of thinking, in way of doing something, and apply it. So that is creativity. That creativity again take you next in your career, in your personal life, in professional life. So this is your unit number 5. Very important. Don't take it casually. Try to work on it. So that is all ours about syllabus. So with this, we people will go to the next slide, where you people will come about that in ICA, what we people are going to do. So out of 14, we people are expected to complete 12 assignments. So we'll talk about how to complete all those assignments later on. So first assignment, PowerPoint presentation and a delivery. So what you people are expected to do? Think of a topic and make PPTs, 8 to 10 slides PPT, PowerPoint presentation you people are expected to do. And of delivery, we people will decide if it is possible, we will take online delivery of presentation also. So, but you are expected to prepare. You can start from today also. You just make one presentation, and when it is asked to submit, you can submit it. Then another assignment will be writing views on a topic for group discussion in about 118 words. In fact, we people are going to conduct a group discussion, but here you are expected to write your views on a topic. So you people will be given a topic, and on that topic you are expected to express your views in 180 words. So that will be another assignment. Then number 3 will be participation in a group discussion. So we will try at our best to conduct a group discussion, maybe virtually, maybe online, but we will have one group discussion. Let's see how much time we get, and depending upon the lectures. Then next, number 4, writing responses to the frequently asked questions in personal interview. So here also you people are going to get some questions. So frequently asked questions, FAQs, like introduce yourself, what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, why should we select you? So these are frequently asked questions. You people will write answers to such questions, and we people will conduct mock interview also. As I already told you, if we get time, we people are going to conduct mock interview also. Then you people are going to write resumes for campus placement. So all you people are expected to prepare your own resume. So depending upon this, you people will submit it to me. Then next, report writing is there. Industrial visit report writing. You people are expected to write a report. You people will go to visit usually because of this online learning. Perhaps you people are not able to go to any visit, but see, soon time will be again fine. Situation will be normal. So that time, I'm sure that you people will be able to enjoy your visits. So after visit, you people are expected to write reports. So such industrial reports you people are expected to prepare, and other technical reports also. After teaching, you people will be able to write down. So you people are expected to do your own analysis of this SWOC. So you have to find out what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, what are your opportunities, and what are your challenges. This way, you people have to do your own analysis. So that will be one assignment. Then next is oral presentation on self, short-term and long-term goals. I think that already I have told you people. So here there is one assignment that you people have to do, that you people have to think of your goals, and you people have to classify your goals into short-term goals and long-term goals. I hope that all you people will be able to do it. Then writing self short term and long term goals. So here you people are giving oral presentation. So you are going to express in front of your class or batch what are your short term goals and long term goals, and here you are going to write it on a page. So see, some students are still joining now also. So this is not fair at all. You people are expected to join in time, but still I am allowing. You people are expected to join within time. I'm giving you first 5 minutes. Within first 5 minutes, you people can join, but you do not join at this time. Maybe after half an hour. So roll number 18. So why you join just Krishna? Is it audible, Krishna?
सर रेंज के दे ले.
So I think that you people have to just choose such a place where you people are going to get good network, and that should not be issue for you every time. Uh, so take care that you are not facing same issue for all lectures, I hope. Then next, number 12 assignment can be role play on leadership and team working. So here the people will be given one situation that there is one team, and in team you people are expected to complete one work which is assigned to you by your seniors, and how you people are going to complete that work, and how you are going to show your leadership skills there and team working. The next assignment is that exercise on precise writing. So precise writing is nothing but summary writing, short gist is there. So you may be getting a document or a paragraph. Out of that, you people have to write the summary of that document. And last one is this case study on decision making, stress management, success stories, positive thinking, entrepreneurship. So these are some of the things that you people have to find out one particular case study, and you people have to write it. So how you take a decision, how you manage your stress, or any success story can be. So all these will be assignments for ICA. And then the last slide for you here today, this is textbooks that you can follow. So you can use the soft skills, an integrated approach to maximize personality. This is by Gajendra Singh Chauhan and Sangeeta Sharma, and publication is Willy Indian Private Limited. So if you anyhow visited to any library or college library, you can borrow this book and try to go through such books. The next is on writing well. It is by William Jinsa. That is publication is Harper Resource Book 2001. Technical English. It is by Dr. M. Hemamalini, Willy India Private Limited. Professional speaking skills. This is by Aruna Ponero, and publication is Oxford University Press. Apart from this, there are reference books also that you can use. Soft skills by K. Alex S. Chand publication. Soft skills, a textbook for undergraduates. It is by Ajay R. Tense. Orient Black Swan is publication. Communication skills by Sanjay Kumar and Pushpalata. This is by Oxford University Press. Managing soft skills for personality development. This is by B.N. Ghosh. Publication is McGraw Hill publication. Soft skills for everyone. This is by J. Butterfield, and publication is So engage learning. And last reference book, Soft Skills for Managers by Dr. T. Kalyana Chakravarti and Dr. T. Lata Chakravarti. And publication is Biztantra publication. Okay, I hope that you people will be very clear about this, and I will share these slides with you also, so that you people have to note it down in your notebook. So is it clear so far, or is there any problem? Have you understood everything?
Yes, sir.
Ah, okay. Thank you. So we people, I will stop sharing the screen, and we people will now see what we people can begin with unit number 1 now. If this is clear to you, I will share another PPT. So just 1 minute. Okay, so let's begin to syllabus. So already I have told you that the people are going to learn professional communication. So in professional communication, the people are going to become professionals. So what does it mean to become professional? Same, you people try to understand that after completion of your graduation or after completion of your third year, all you people will be looking for a job, and what is it required to get a job and how you can sustain there. It may be simple to get selected into some of the companies, but to sustain there it will be difficult. So we people will learn about all those things here. So for this unit number 1, that is presentation skills, that we people are going to begin here, as we people have a remaining lot of time is available here. So we people will begin with this. And in unit number 1, that is presentation skills, we people are going to begin with 1.1. This 1.1 is related to pronunciation, it is related to intonation, stress, and rhythm. Okay, so all you people will, if you have a pen and page paper with you, people just try to note it down, some points that you think which are important, which you feel that you need to revise, you need to think that you have to find some information on that, because all thing you cannot keep into memories all the time. Right now you think that you are listening me and you're understanding everything, but maybe if class gets over and maybe after 1 day, 2 days, 1 week, you might have forgotten everything. So to avoid this, you just always be with pen and paper with you. Usually it should be a notebook, and try to note down some points, notes, etc., and try to find out some of the references from the internet, which will make you clear about these concepts, and everywhere, and it can be applied for all subjects. It should not be only for this only, but you can do it for all subjects, that always you people note it down in your notebook, and afterwards you have to find references. So first of all, we people will try to understand what is pronunciation. Okay, so you'll come to know that when it comes of oral communication, that time you people are expected to use language, and you people have to use words and sentences. So when I speak with you people are listening to me, and I'm uttering some words and sentences that you people are able to understand with the help of pronunciation. So pronunciation refers to the way in which we make the sound of words. So here you people will understand that this particular sentence which I read just, it is having some kind of words, and I'm reading it, I'm pronouncing it, and it has certain pronunciation. It cannot be different all the times, because what right now I am just pronouncing pronunciation, it will be same and it cannot change. This time pronunciation, another time pronunciation, then third time it will be different. No, it will be same, but we should know how exactly it can be pronounced, and we need to be accurate in our pronunciation. The importance is that if you are not having clear pronunciations, the people who are listening to you, they may not be able to understand you. There may be some misunderstanding or miscommunication because of mispronunciation. So we'll try to understand this. So pronunciation is the sound of words that we people use to speak. Proper pronunciation is the key to mastering the English language. So you try to understand. All you people wanted to master English language, and therefore all you people have to pay attention to pronunciation. I'm sure that all students, they may be learning English, but less attention is provided to pronunciation, or in fact no attention is provided for pronunciation, because they simply think pronunciation, whatever they know, they have just followed their teachers, which their teachers has taught maybe during their primary or secondary education, or maybe at your junior college, whatever you people have studied English, and the teachers taught you the same, it is followed by the students also. So whatever you people have pronunciation, it is because of listening. But there are very few students who try to be very clear and exact about pronunciation. So how and where and when we people can check the pronunciation of the words? So if you have a dictionary, that is going to help you, and you people have to refer to dictionary not only for meaning but for pronunciation also. In dictionary, all kinds of entries are given. So maybe I would like to show you how it can be checked, the pronunciation of the words and everything. Maybe after this slide, I will show how people can check pronunciation into dictionary. So if you want to master English language, you people have to pay attention to the pronunciation also, and that pronunciation has to be clear how exactly you are going to pronounce it, not by listening but by knowing how exactly it is pronounced. Then next point says that without correct pronunciation, the vocabulary that you know will be less effective when communicating. So this is another disadvantage. If you don't know how to pronounce the words correctly, then what is going to happen, that you have certain vocabulary with you, but this vocabulary will be less effective. Why? Because simply you people are using this vocabulary in your own way or in incorrect way. You're pronouncing words in incorrect way, and that is not going to affect you for those who know exact pronunciation. So therefore, it is less effective when you people are going to communicate. Then next says, it is always better to know fewer words and pronounce them well than to know a lot of words and pronounce them badly. So I hope that you understand what or in which category you would like to be. So you should have fewer words. There is no need that all dictionary you should know. If you know few words, but you know them very clearly, you know their pronunciation exactly, that will be okay. But on the other hand, you know a lot of words, but you don't know how to pronounce them, that will not be okay. So you people try to work on pronunciation also. And why we people are working on pronunciation? The reason is this, that we people are learning presentation skills. So because you people are going to speak in front of other people, here your oral communication is going to matter. So therefore, if you are having proper pronunciation skills, your presentation, your, if suppose that you are holding a meeting, what you are going to speak in a meeting, that can be listened by other people. And if your pronunciation is very bad, people may be listening you because of your authority, but they may be talking back to you about your pronunciation and something like this. So try to work on your pronunciation. So in next slide, we people will try to understand how normally the speech or words are pronounced, or I will say speech mechanism. So these are our organs, speech organs I can say. They're used to pronounce, articulate words and sentences. Okay, so what is this diagram of? This diagram can be of speech mechanism. So what do people will see that when we speak, what happens exactly? Do you have any idea what happens when we speak? So right now, when I speak, what happens usually? We are able to speak because of these all organs and the air that we allow to pass in and pass out. So when we breathe, we allow air to breathe in, or we inhale some air into lungs and we exhale some air out. So we have that windpipe, and in our throat there are glottis. If you could see here, these are glottis. So these glottis, they get vibrated when air passes from these glottis. Okay, and because of that, what happens? Their vibration happens, and that vibration is nothing but the voice that we pronounce, that we produce, and because of that we are able to speak. So that all we people will try to understand. So which are these speech organs here? So people will try to understand. First of all, we will go for lower lip, upper lip, then your tongue will have these five parts: that tip of tongue, middle of tongue, then this blade of tongue, and back of tongue will be this 4 and 5. So with this we people use. Then again, our lower teeth also help to pronounce words, to speak words. Then upper teeth are there. Upper teeth will help us to pronounce words. Our nose is also there, which will be useful because when we pass air, it is not always through the mouth. Sometimes air can be passed through nose also. Then alveolar reach is there. So alveolar reach, that is, if you touch your tongue to the back of your upper teeth, you'll get some rough area there. So that is alveolar reach. Then there is hard palate, then there is soft palate, and there is eula, then there is pharynx, larynx. So all these are the organs which we people use while speaking, and because of this, we people can produce words and sounds, and we are able to communicate with other people. Okay, so all these organs are important. If any of these organs are not functioning well, I think that their speech is affected. Suppose that if the tongue is affected, the front part of tip of tongue is not there, you'll find that people who are having not having tip of tongue, these people, they are not able to speak well. They stammer, fumble while speaking. So maybe if there is problem with upper lip or lower lip, again there's problem. Or if there are people who are without teeth, their pronunciation can be different, or they have difficulty while speaking, while communicating. So all these things will be here. So this is speech mechanism. All these organs help us to pronounce words. Then let's go to the next slide that we people will see here, and all you people will just think that what we people have in front of us. Perhaps you might have not heard or read such things earlier. So have you seen such letters earlier? What are they? Do you have any idea what all these letters you see are? Or you don't know at all?
A E I O U.
Yes, A, E, I, O, U. So these are, what are these A, E, I, O, U?
Wow.
Yes, vowel sounds. Okay, so here what we people will try to do, uh, we people, I will ask you that all you people know alphabets in English. So how many alphabets are there in English? How many alphabets are?
26.
Yes,
26.
yes, all you people are right that there are 26 alphabets in English. So can you tell me these 26 alphabets, when we people use it, how many sounds we produce by using these 26 alphabets? That there are 44 sounds which are used in English language. Okay, so you don't go for this alphabets only, but we people will try to understand that sounds. Okay, so here you people see this yellow box. This yellow box represents vowels. What is this? These are all vowels. So as rightly you people have just told about that vowels. How many vowels are there? 5 vowels: A, E, I, O, and U. So far we people have studied only this much, and you may say there are only 5 vowels, but that is not the truth. So how many vowels are there? There are overall you people will see, uh, including all those, there are 22 vowels. 20 vowels are this. If you see that about two box, this shows vowels. So what are these vowels? Now you people will come to know that which are these. So what is this sound? What is this sound? This is E. Okay, so people will try to see. Below there is example that long E, that two dots are here. These two dots they indicate this is long. Okay, so this is E sound. It is not I. You may be considering this is letter I because you may be thinking of alphabets. In alphabets it may be I letter, but here it is not I letter, but this is sound. Now we are not talking about alphabets, we are talking about sounds. Okay, so what is this? This is E, and what kind of E sound is? It is long E. Okay, so you can see example, we say C, so long E. Then when we see at this, what is this sound? This is also E sound, but this is short E. Now here we are not having a long pronunciation of E sound. Okay, so in mother tongue also we people have that E and another E. So what is this one and what is this one? One is raswa, one is dirgha. So similar kind of sounds are here. So this can be dirgha, this can be raswa. So here short example you can see here hits. Is it visible clearly?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, thank you. So this is E sound. Then next you people will try to see what is this. So this sound is called U. Okay, so this is U sound, and this is short U. You can see example put. When we say put, there is U sound. So U. Then this is also U sound. As I told, I would like to again tell you in mother tongue we have this U and this U. Okay, so one is again short and one is long. So this is short, this is long. So this is U, and that will be two. Then next, you may call it letter E, but it is not E, it is sound. And which sound it is? It is A, like this. So this is pen. Okay. Then this is O. I think that you should take this chart with you. And if you want to see improve your pronunciation, it will help you. So this is O sound. And if you see this, this is weak O. Weak O means that it is hardly realized that is pronounced. So very less short period of time, or this is short O, you can say. It is ago. So it is not long, it is short, it is ago. Then next is O. This is now long O. So this is her. So when we say her, this is there is O sound which is long. You people have to say her. We don't say her. We say her. Okay. So this is also O sound. Then what is this symbol? Now this is A. This sound is A. And again, these two dots indicates long. So long O sound. This is saw. When you say saw, there is O sound. This O sound will be represented by this. Then next, what is this? This may be looking like X, but it is not X. We people call it A. This sound is A. So like this. In apple, that A. Okay. So you can say example hat. When we say hat, there is A. Okay. So A. Now this is strong now. So this may be confusing you, this weak long and strong So this is sound, but it is long and strong. So it is but. What is this? This is but. So there is sound. We do not call it but. Okay, we call it but. So sound that will be conveyed by this symbol. Then this. What is this now? This sound, you may be calling it later A, is it? But it is not later. Sound it is A. This is long A. We call it ka. So there is long A. It is ka. Then again, this is A. This is short A. This is long A. This is short A. It is hot. When you call it hot, it will be short hot. Okay, I think that letters are there. You people take screenshot of this. I will make it clear. You people take screenshot of all those things, or maybe I will share this presentation with you. You people try to study it, each and every sound, or you people note it down their pronunciation also. So in next class, I will explain this chart more and how usually words are pronounced and what mistakes we make. Then again, this color combination, that's vowels, long sounds, short sounds, diphthongs are here. So that all you people will study next class. So let's discuss about attendance now. So let me see roll number 21. Are you there, 21? If you are there, you just say yes or no. Then roll number 26.
Yes, sir.
So who is 26?
Yes, sir.
Tushar is there. Okay, 26 is there. Then next 32. Then roll number 48. Roll number 53.
Sir, 48 is present.
Okay, 48 is there. 53. 55. Then 59. 61. 63.
61, sir. Hello, sir.
61 is there. Okay. So 63. No. Okay, so absent numbers are for today's class: roll number 21, then roll number 32, then roll number 53, 55, 59, and 63. If anybody is present, you just let me know. Otherwise, we people are going to stop here today. I hope that it may be not simple for you people, but still you people have to take efforts that you people are going to improve a lot, because first problem that we need to understand English, we need to speak English, and then we people will thinking of pronunciation and all those things, but still it is important. So your earlier stage, you concentrate on speaking English and making it accurate. So with this, we people will stop here. I will stop sharing the screen. Is there any questions, difficulties, suggestions, your ideas? You feel free to talk to me. If it is, you just say yes. Otherwise, we people will stop here. Is there any question, difficulty, problem?
No, sir.
Okay. So then I will end this meeting from my side. Thank you for joining today's class. We will see you in next class.